All right, I'm live. Live. I love the first thing that I see when I come into my live chat room is someone texting, Corey, Corey, Corey in the house. It's a party every week, baby. So, what is up, everybody? How are you doing? I really appreciate you all popping in. Steven Schwartz, Megan So Hero, so many people. What's up? Hi, I'm Andre. I'm a black nerd. I was sitting here, had my lights on, had my stuff on, just was like, let me just pop on and try the live thing and just see what happens. Talk to you, give you a little bit of update, and just let you know what's going on. What is up to so many people popping in the room. I really appreciate it. So anyway, just want to talk about a couple things that were on my mind. And then after I do that, want to hop in and talk about a couple of your questions. If you have any specific questions, just do like a little quick thing. So no, don't be scared. Everything's good. I just want to talk about, where I'm at right now. So first off, some of you already know this, but in case you don't know, I want to let people know that for the past week or so, I have actually been streaming on Twitch. I've been doing Twitch gameplays. It has been a lot of fun. I did Sonic Mania, I did Splatoon 2, and for the past few days, I've actually been playing, I call it my first true playthrough of Kingdom Hearts. Some of you know from an earlier video I did that I played parts of Kingdom Hearts, so I like to call Kingdom Parts, but I never started officially from the start, Kingdom Start. So now I went from Kingdom Parts to doing a Kingdom Start, and now doing Kingdom Hearts. So yeah. So that has been a lot of fun. So if you have a Twitch account or if you're on there, please feel free to follow me there. It's the same as the YouTube channel, Black Nerd Comedy, twitch.tv/Black Nerd Comedy. So would really appreciate that. Like I said, I've been playing different games. Always open to suggestions as well of games. If you ever have any specific games you want to see me play, feel free to suggest those. You can leave them in the comments or what have you. I'm playing new stuff. I'm playing old stuff. It's been a lot of fun. What does that mean about YouTube? Nothing. YouTube is gonna stay the same. That's always a weird thing. Is anytime someone tries something new, everyone's always like, "Well, you're gonna stop doing the things you've been doing?" No. Everything is gonna stay the same. You're still gonna get YouTube videos. Everything is gonna still be happening. It's just I'm adding this now as a new thing because my good friend John Kawaii Guy LA set me up. He hooked me up. I got some computer parts, put it all together, made a specific station. So now it's literally like, hey, I want to go online. It's really simple for me to do it. So that's why I'm doing it, and it's been a lot of fun. So everyone that's been tuning in so far, I appreciate it, and I just want to get the word out for people who may not know. Just because I've had people pop in and be like, Andre streaming? I know I streamed a couple of times in the past. I did a New Year's Eve stream years ago, so I've done it a couple of times. But now I get to do it on a regular basis, so it's been really cool. So I'm gonna keep doing it. I really enjoy it. So please feel free to follow that. But yeah, YouTube videos are gonna still be going. That's never gonna end. I know YouTube is a weird time right now for some people. We got the whole thing about the apocalypse and the advertiser-friendly content and the green dollar signs and the yellow dollar signs and all that stuff. These things happen, man. YouTube is always changing. I'm no more or less affected than I've ever always been more or less affected from things that happen on YouTube. The thing about it is that anytime that YouTube changes, it's going to affect you, whether it's positive, negative, same, different things, whatever. It happens. So, whatever it needs to be, it will be. But I'm still going to keep making videos. What type of videos I'll be making over the course of the future, that's something I'm actually kind of thinking about right now. And the only reason why I'm thinking about that is some of you may not know this as well. This month is actually my 10-year anniversary of being on YouTube. The very first video I ever uploaded in my life on YouTube was in September of 2007. I'm a Black Nerd was the first one I did. And it's crazy to even think that it's been that long. That it's so crazy that has happened, because I still feel like I started yesterday. I still feel like it just started, but it's gone so long. And the thing about anything that you do for 10 years, whether it's a job, a creative outlet, whatever, once you do something that long, you're definitely going to start looking back again and being like, oh, hey, well, what am I still enjoying about this? What do I like about it? What I want to change about it? So that's something that, happens. And I will be honest and tell you that's something I'm doing right now. As I'm like, okay, we now hit a milestone So what leading up to this point has been great? What could be improved? What has worked in the past that maybe doesn't work now? What's something that you did in the past that didn't work that maybe works now? Like live is an example. I did live years ago. I used to do like live streams and live gameplay and live stuff back in the day when it wasn't really a big thing. So it wasn't a lot of investment put into it at the time because it just wasn't a big thing. Now, live is big on here, on YouTube. Live is big online with Twitch. Live is big. You know, people are doing like like Live Me and all that kind of stuff. Instagram Live, Facebook Live. So that's a changed thing. People are seeing it happening with gameplay. You know, what's the difference with that? One of the big things for me is news. Nerdy news, talking about the things that are happening with nerdy movies and TV shows and cartoons and stuff like that. Nostalgia. These are things that I used to talk about that like nobody was talking about. Like it was very rare to see a lot of channels dedicated to that. Cut to today. You can't turn a corner without somebody talking about a geeky movie, a geeky TV show, a geeky cartoon, a comic book, nostalgia, 90s kids, 80s kids, even we're getting like early 2000 kid nostalgia. You know, it's crazy. People are going insane about a Magic School Bus reboot. Who would have thought that we would do stuff like that? So it's interesting how much not only you as a person and the content that you make changes, but also the things that you talk about, like how it changes, you know, and how people respond to or respect that or think differently about it. I remember when liking Ninja Turtles, there were certain pockets of time where that wasn't cool. And then when the new series came along, when the movies came along, it was cool again. So that those things happen. Yeah, man. So that's something I think about. And I think that nothing's gonna really change in what I deliver. It's always gonna be my opinions, it's always gonna be my thoughts, it's always gonna be my experiences, it's always gonna be the entertainment value and all that kind of stuff. It just may be more like how I present it and what things I may want to put more interest in and what things I may want to put less interest in. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, just real talk right here, real talk. All this, every single day, some announcement about, oh, this movie is in the works. This movie could be happening. Oh, there could be a Joker origin movie. Oh, there could be a Doctor Doom movie. Oh, there could be an all-female Lord of the Flies. Oh, Martin Scorsese might direct this. And oh, someone dropped out. There's come to a point where I'm just like, can I just see a movie and be done? Or give me a trailer at the very least. You know, like at a certain point, I'm just like, I don't want to keep talking about this. You know, like I just want to see the things. Because a lot of times, you're getting all these things. Some of them might not be true. Some of them may be like news that's kind of true, but they don't know if they want to invest in it yet. So they throw it out there to see how their internet reacts. And it's okay to feel that way. And it's okay to have that reaction. Like if you go on Twitter, you'll see people's thoughts all the time about stuff. But when it comes to making a full YouTube video about it, that's when I start being like, well, you know, maybe a tweet can handle that. So that's the only thing. But anyway, all I'm saying is that it's been so fun to do this and think about how I want to do things next. It's been so fun to try new things like Twitch. It's been so fun to go to places like the conventions I've been going to, which I did a lot this summer. I went to Comic-Con, of course, got to host with Sci-Fi Channel, hosted the Ninja Turtles panel at San Diego Comic-Con, which is, the new show's ending, which is so sad. I got to do, and then went to like Connecticut and hung out with the Channel Awesome people. That was great. Had a great summer. Saw some good movies. Saw some not so good movies. That kind of stuff. So just, as always, thank you so much for being so supportive. All of you that have been supportive, whether you're brand new to the channel, where you've been here for several years, whether you've been watching the Twitch streams or not, any of that kind of stuff. Watching the YouTube videos, it's just been good. It's been cool. And this is fun. I hope you enjoy me being live. But I don't want to just talk, just blabbing stuff off. But I hope this was at least like fun to just let you know some things that have been on my mind as of late. Any questions? No, I'm not quitting. Asa, this is not an I quit video. I ain't doing that. It's just like I said. It's just I've been doing it for a while. Thinking about what the next thing is, that kind of stuff. But I love talking about nostalgia. I love talking about the geeky stuff. It's just, for me, I would rather talk more about things that already exist than things that may or may not exist. Like, I think, like, if something comes out, even if it's old, talking about that'd be fun. Someone said she should review grapes. That would be funny. These green grapes, I'd be so good as these purple grapes. So, no, I will not review grapes, but I will definitely review, I might review the California raisins. So, anyway. What movies you're planning to review? I'm hoping to still review movies. Like that will still happen. I'm gonna review new movies. I'm gonna review, probably even start trying to review some retro movies as well. But just a big thing, I constantly have to remind people this, because I know that sometimes you see me hosting on Catching Up with Andre, or you see me talking about a lot of movies. You think that a lot of people think that I have these like early access to some films. I do on occasion get to see a movie early, but if I do, it's what they usually refer to as a influencer screening or a social media screening. It's not like the official critic review. Like a lot of the reviewers that you see, like the actual critics, they're going to critic screenings, and and it's weird. I cannot explain why or how, whatever. But I don't go to those a lot of times. Whatever. I don't get invited. I guess I should say, which is cool. But what that usually means is that I'm seeing the movies. Unless I tell you otherwise, I've seen it early. I'm usually seeing the movies the same time you're seeing them. I'm usually seeing them that weekend that it opens, or sometimes I don't even get to see them until after. So that's why sometimes my reviews are not like, the Tuesday or Wednesday before. Because even with Catching Up with Andre, like, a lot of people assume that I've seen the movies. A lot of times I have not. There's only been like a couple of occasions where I've got to see a movie early. Usually Catching Up with Andre on Regal Cinemas, which I recommend go and check out if you ever get a chance. Go to Regal Movies YouTube channel for that. A lot of times I'm just talking about getting you hyped for the movie. So that's the whole thing. Oh yes, I did see that. Who said that? Someone said that recently. Someone said about the Eggman conspiracy. There's a graphic in Sonic Mania where Eggman is upside down and it kind of looks like the niece. I think that it could be like Eggman's niece or whatever. So people are trying to make that into an actual character. Hey, that ends up becoming a real character. That's cool. Like that'd be funny to see something that came from like Sonic fandom literally becoming a character. That'd be great. So yeah. But yeah. So now I'm just gonna open it up for questions. Let's just talk about some questions and stuff. Someone asked why don't I make video game content anymore. I do. I just did a whole thing about it at the beginning. I now have a Twitch channel, so I do it on there. And I've done stuff here. Like the video before my last video was me talking about Sonic Mania. Without getting into too much YouTube analytical stuff, I sometimes don't see gaming stuff work as much for me as it does for other creators, and it's probably because I talk about a variety of stuff. Like usually people who are strong with gaming content on YouTube talk about games total. I like to talk about a variety of things. So sometimes it's a little bit tougher, but at the same time, one of the things I'm trying to teach myself is like, don't let that stop me. Like a lot of times I get a little like, oh, well, the analytics or this video doesn't do well, this one, so maybe I should stop doing it. No, sometimes you just gotta do stuff because you want to do it. And then eventually what you hope is that either your audience or the robots are like, you know what, he keeps doing it, he won't stop doing it, so let's keep going. Why don't you do top 10s anymore? Because everybody does it. Oh, Andreas, thank you so much. I just saw that you gave that donation. Really appreciate that. And you are a big fan, so thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you. You're so kind. My thoughts on movie passes. I think it's great. I think we should do movie passes. I think that'd be really cool. I would love to have a thing that just is like, you can see a movie a day or whatever. I'm also all for the put movies out at home. Sometimes there's just certain movies that are very fun to see with an audience. And then there are definitely some movies where it's like cool, just be like, hey, why don't you at home with it? But yeah, I think that will help. Because, the thing about it is, we all know, you make money on that concession. You know what I'm saying? you make money with that popcorn, okay? You just got to get people in there. The popcorn is what makes the money. That's what we should do. Everybody, go to the movies and just buy a bunch of popcorn. then they'll be like, hey, yeah, make the movies $10, $5 free, whatever. Just as long as they keep eating that popcorn, we good. Just eat the popcorn. Oh man. Hey, someone said I can't afford a donation, but I love your vids. Don't worry about that. Anytime you ever want to contribute in some way, that's on you. I never specifically ask about it. I just say that's on you to do it. I always appreciate it. But just being here, just watching, just subscribing, just following, that's all it takes. That last made me uncomfortable. Sorry, man. That's how I laugh. It's a real laugh. It's how I do it. It's what's kept me going for 10 years. At least so I'm gonna keep giggling as much as I need to giggle. What do you think of YouTube's new look? YouTube's new look is another look that it has. I think it's like a lot more white space and the thumbnails are bigger, but it is what it is. For me personally, I'm more about how it works behind the scenes and then in its facial features, if that makes sense. So that's the thing. Why don't I talk about Infinity War? I have a whole video about Infinity War. I actually saw the Infinity War trailer, the one that hasn't been released yet. So that one, I have a video about that, and I did that live too. That was fun. I love doing that live. So if you get a chance, check that out. So yeah, Black Nerd. I saw someone gave a little early shout out. I'm sorry, my finger is all in your face right now. Why don't you come to Australia for VidCon this weekend? I wasn't invited. So yeah, I would love to go to Australia. Good day. That was insensitive. Can you do a review of the Equestria Girls movie? People have constantly been asking me, Andre, you gotta review the Equestria Girls movie. Do I look like the target demographic? I told y'all, I'm not a brony. I'm a Care Bro. Care Bears for life. I can talk about Care Bears all day long. Funshine, Tender Heart, Love a Lot, Cheer Bear, Grumpy Bear, Birthday Bear, Bedtime Bear, Care Bear Cousins, Braveheart Lion, Lots of Heart Elephant, Swift Heart Rabbit, Gentle Heart Lamb, Brown Heart Raccoon, Brown Heart Cat, Low Heart Dog, Playful Heart Monkey. Those are the Care Bears. All this bronies. No offense to the bronies. If you a brony, that's cool. But for me, Care Bro, all the way. All the way. We review it. If I haven't seen it, but I would like to. I was trying to think if I've ever fully seen the original, so I may have to do both. Oh, I see another one. Thanks for love to have you on a hero movie podcast. Oh yeah, send me a tweet at Black Nerd. If you got a podcast or something and all I gotta do is like Skype in or whatever, send me a tweet. We'll figure it out. It's all, I'm a busy dude, so I will try best can, but I just put that in a video. I'm gonna get like, you're on my podcast. I'm gonna create a podcast now for you. Someone asked me about the what's his name, Colin Trevor, Jurassic World director, getting dropped from Star Wars 9. Again, that kind of goes with what I was talking about earlier. I'll see the movie when it comes out. I just don't have a personal opinion. I don't know the person. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. You can speculate a lot of things, but for me, I just don't have that energy for it. So, and this is not to be offending anybody else who talks about it, because they're more than welcome to talk about it. I think that people have podcasts or news outlets or sources that they have set up that makes it perfect for them to talk about that or talk about it within a group. For me personally, I can tell you just in Twitter form or in short form, whatever, I just want the movie to be good. At the end of the day, I just want the movie to be good. I don't care who directs it. I don't care who stars in it. Star Wars is obviously a very popular property. I want it to be good. That's pretty much how I feel about that. Do I watch Rick and Morty? Pickle Rick! I just watched the one where they went into the spa and like they split up. So it's like all their insecurities and bad parts about them were like this mucused form of them, and they had to try to get back in there. Rick and Morty is a very smart show. It's on Adult Swim. If you're not watching that show, I would highly recommend it. It is crazy, and it has a lot of references. If you're a fan of like 80s sci-fi pop culture, it's one of those types of shows that's really creative about putting that stuff in there without it being blatant. So I always like that. Like you can figure it out if you play around with that. Quinn of the Nerds, thank you so much. I met Quinn of the Nerds when I went to London, so it was nice to talk to you again. I hope to go out there at another time at some point. Wubba lubba dub dub. That's my thing. That's my thing, Morty. I can't do the one. Everyone can do a good like Rick and Morty voice. I cannot do it. I'm all like, I always try. I'm like, bleh, bleh, and I just do that. Oh no, Rick. I don't know. So what's the deal with Sword and Shell? The deal is I'm on Twitch, twitch.tv/BlackNerdComedy, and Katie is also on Switch. She's twitch.tv/Legend of Katie. Sometimes we actually even do streams together. We did a stream together, a Splatoon 2, where we actually like called each other and we're on there together. So that was a lot of fun. Gotta get that Szechuan sauce, Morty. Has anyone asked me about the Magic School Bus? Talking about the remake? Here's the thing. I didn't really grow up with the original one. It was a little kid show when I was probably a little bit too old for it. And the new one is a little kid show. And I'm definitely too old for it. So I don't care. I'm sorry, I know it feels bad to say, but I have no thoughts about the well-structured use of the Magic School Bus from its original. That's some of y'all childhood. But I laugh because I see people getting mad about it. And I'm like, ha ha ha. Because when I was getting mad when Smurfs and Chipmunks were getting Garfield and all them characters were getting those bad movies, I was just like, and they all were like, shut up, Andre, that's just a bunch of old silly 80s stuff, get over it. But now that all that's done, now that the 80s have been destroyed, and they're like, what happened in the 90s? And they start creeping into there, getting your Magic School Buses and your Death Notes. It's your turn. I'm kidding. I'm excited for Stranger Things season 2, man. Yeah, that's definitely on. That's one of the shows I actually watch. You know, one of the current nerdy shows I actually watch. So yeah, definitely down for that. People are like, that's not nice, Andre. You're making fun of your child. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm like a war veteran. This thing. It's like I've already been through the hard times with my franchises. So at this point, I'm just numb to it. So when you tell me, oh, they remade X property, it looks bad, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not surprised. I saw Smurfs play Rock Band. I'm done. Oh yeah. So there it is. What else we got? Regular Show was another show that I really liked. really enjoyed that. Laugh Olympics Anniversary. Now that's a show I grew up with. Some of y'all probably know Laugh Olympics. Laugh Olympics was all the Hanna-Barbera characters were doing Olympic Games. It was basically like, think of like Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, but instead of Mario and Sonic, it's like Yogi Bear and Scooby-Doo. That's pretty much what Laugh Olympics was. So yeah. So anyway, Joker origin movie. I already had a discussion about when you show me a trailer for it, when you give me a release date and a trailer and an official press release from Warner Brothers about it, then we can talk about it. Until then, in the works. In the works just means someone had an idea and they throwing it out there to see what people think about it. So I am not putting no energy into stuff that may or may not happen. Like I remember there was a video I did with Suicide Squad, and I was like, oh, Tom Hardy's gonna do this, and then he wasn't even in the movie. So that was a waste of video. I could have spent more time talking about something else. Especially when you're referring to Suicide Squad. Anyway, have you ever thought about bringing back awkward talks with girls? You know, I get that question a lot. And some of you even know that there may even be a couple of what I like to call lost talks. I don't know. You tell me. Let me know in the comments, or maybe I'll go back and put a poll in this. Should awkward talks return? Or is a PC 2017 ready for more awkward talks? I don't know. I ain't trying to get on nobody's bad list. Y'all see Andre gave that girl a foot massage, see? Anyway, thank you everybody who's saying like big fan, and oh thanks for liking the shirt. This is a We Love Fine Power Ranger shirt, I believe. Yes. This is, let me not get naked here. I don't want to get demonetized, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's We Love Fine. So Riverdale, what the hell, Riverdale? Yes, definitely excited about that. That's why I'm kind of testing out live. I may, now that Riverdale is moving to Wednesdays and is also moving up to 8 o'clock. As opposed to 9 o'clock. I've been debating maybe doing some Riverdale live stream. Like before, I've been doing recaps the next day after the show, but I'm contemplating like just hopping on and just being like, did y'all see that? We'll see. I'm not gonna promise anything, but I thought about that might be a fun thing to do. So we'll let you know. Let you know, man. Am I hyped for Marvel? Like what, in general? Yeah, I guess so. So yeah. Thank you. Someone said, appreciate your dedication to all this. Thank you so much. Have I seen Raven's Home? Dude, I gotta make a video about Raven's Home. Like, it sounds weird. Like, this is coming from the guy who's all like, Magic School Bus, who cares? Raven's Home, dude, that show, like, not only do I think it's a good show, but I have like a whole hypothesis I want to talk about with that, because for everything that's being sequelized, remade, rebooted, you know, next generation or whatever, I know it sounds silly, but I think Raven's Home's a show you gotta watch and go, that's kind of how you do it. That's kind of how it's done. So it's like taking something that you like about the original, making sure that still exists, and then adding the new elements as well to bring in a new generation. There's people I know who like Raven's Home that never even seen That's So Raven. So I'm just putting that out there. Raven's Home, it's Raven's Home. I'm trying to learn the words. Cyrus, thank you for the things you just gave me, and said I met you at Kamikaze 2015. Wondering how Sonic Forces will be compared to Sonic Mania. I'm sorry that my big finger is just like touching the screen right now. I'll see it when it comes out. I know this sounds weird because I know so much of my channel in the past has been, I'm super excited, or I don't know what to think about this. But now I'm just starting to, I don't know, maybe it's because there's so much stuff now, or maybe it's just because of my age, getting older, or maybe just because I've just done it for so long. It just comes to a point where I'm just like, just let me know when it comes out. Like, I don't want to spend that much energy thinking, is it going to be good? And, you know, because after a while, you just start getting so much adrenaline about, or anxiety about whether it's good or not, and that can almost kind of taint your actual experience when you actually play it. Although, no, that doesn't mean that rants are going away. I always got things to rant about. There's always something to rant about. I'm just saying it's the speculation stuff. So if Sonic Forces is what it is, we know, whatever, man. I just know that you can create characters in it, and I will definitely be making Hipster Sonic in Sonic Forces. I can't do that in Sonic Mania. I can't make Hipster Sonic in Sonic Mania. So... someone asked if I'll still do 5 good things about bad movies. Maybe. Here's the thing, and I know it's dumb, but I found that there are some people who do that regularly. I didn't know. So sometimes I get weird about, like, well, can I do it? Is it wrong? I know none of these ideas, you know, anything that people are doing on YouTube usually are not original, but like when I start seeing that someone is doing that on a regular basis, I get a little like, well, I don't want to like step on someone's toes, but people do like them. So maybe I'll just figure out a different way of doing them. That's all. But I like doing it. I like trying to say good things about bad movies just because it's just fun, you know? And because some of them is really, really tough. Whew, some of them are very, very hard to do. But if you want more of those and you're cool with that, that's fine. I just always like to be like, for someone, since I'm and I don't mean to say this as a bragging way, but I just mean it seriously. As someone who is a bigger channel, I like to be cautious about if I ever see smaller channels doing something very specific to not, step on people's toes. Because I want everyone to have their chance. You know what I mean? I had my chance. I want everyone to have their chance. Someone just wants me to say Smooth Donatello. Smooth Donatello. Yeah. Someone said I should do it with black movies. Oh, you trying to get me in trouble. All black movies are good. There has never been a bad black movie ever. Not getting me on no bad list. Fat Beach is a masterpiece. Strictly Business. Class Act. All the house parties. Actually, I like a lot of those movies. I ain't gonna lie. Someone said Fat Albert has no flaws. Hey, when it won and stuff. I actually saw it in the theater. Was it mad enough? Hey, oh, we ain't hot enough. My phone's like battery. My battery's already dying. Anything else? Let me do a couple more before I get out of here. Hey, don't you talk bad about Baby's kids. Don't nobody talk bad about Baby's Kids. Baby Kids is a treasure. I love it. I want a Blu-ray release of it. Why do we not have it? I need it now in my life. Baby's Kids. We don't die. We multiply. Dana says, thanks for all that you do, and thank you for that. I appreciate that, Dana. This is really fun. Do you like this? Do you like me just hopping on? Like, I guess because I've been doing this live, it was like, well, if I'm on Twitch, I was like, well, might as well just do it live on YouTube. I mean, I've been talking for like a half hour. Does anyone don't want to see all this? This is a long video. Just chatting. But hey, what the heck, right? whatever happens, man. You know, you just gotta do stuff sometimes. So yeah. But yeah, so thank you guys. This was fun. This was really fun. I'm gonna probably wrap it up right now because we're hitting the 30-minute marks. Now I'm starting to feel like we're getting towards the end. Someone suggested Lego Dimensions, maybe for gameplay. So like I said, just to wrap things up in case you came in the middle of this and didn't see the beginning part. Real quick wrap up. Everything's cool. Just been really busy, changing some stuff around in my filming setup, changing stuff around in my work setup. Doing stuff on Twitch now. I got a whole Twitch set up, so I've been doing stuff on Twitch, doing that pretty regularly. So if you're on Twitch, please feel free to follow me, Black Nerd Comedy. YouTube is not going away. Still gonna keep doing YouTube. Just right now thinking about what I want to do next because I've been doing this for almost 10 years now, and now just thinking about what the next phase is. So general, not going anywhere. All doing this to create new stuff that'll be fun for me and fun for you. Just wanted to let you know in case anyone was concerned. Everything's fine. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of the team. Stay the course. Whatever. So, and yeah. Oh, that's perfect. Or as Joe just wrote in the chat, in other words, just chill to the next episode. I like that. Thank you all so much for watching this. This was fun. If you want me to ever do this again, please let me know. Your feedback is always appreciated. Like I said, follow me here. If you are new here, please subscribe. YouTube.com/BlackNerdComedy. I really appreciate it. You can also follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/BlackNerdComedy. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram @BlackNerd. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thank you so much. Ring that bell. Be part of the squad by the bell. Thank you all so much for watching this. I hope this wasn't too silly for you, but I just appreciate just sometimes just sitting down and chatting and having fun with you this way. And this was fun for me, so maybe I'll do this again. So thank you so much, everyone. I love you like a play cousin. I'm Audi 5000. Chain chomp yomp.